In 2015, Elon Musk flew out to meet a researcher named Greg Brockman. Together with a small group of scientists, they were quietly building a company that would change the world. Their target? The most important technology in human history, artificial intelligence. But the real key to making that company work wasn't Musk's money. It was one man, a researcher so critical to the mission that they spent months chasing him down before he agreed to join. His name is Ilya Sutskever, and this is his story. I'm Sean, and this is the story almost nobody tells. A rejected outsider, a $44 million auction, and a boardroom coup that shook Silicon Valley. Let's get into it. Ilya Sutskever was born in 1986 in the Soviet Union, a country that would collapse before he turned 5. His family emigrated to Israel. Then, when Ilya was 16, they moved again, this time to Canada. That decision would turn out to be one of the most consequential moves in the history of AI. Because in Canada, one of the world's most stubborn and visionary researchers had been quietly working for decades on a technology the entire scientific establishment had written off. His name? Geoffrey Hinton. Today, he is called the Godfather of AI. But for most of his career, he was treated like a crank. For over a decade, Hinton had been obsessed with neural networks, a method of training computers to learn by mimicking the human brain. Papers got rejected, conferences turned him away, fellow researchers told him neural networks were a dead end. Hinton refused to listen. He moved to the University of Toronto, where he kept working. And it was there that a young Ilya Sutskever walked into his office with a copy of Hinton's book and asked to learn AI. Hinton took one look at him and said, "Come back next week." A week later, Ilya returned. Hinton opened the book, pointed to a page, and Ilya told him, "You're wrong about this. You need to train the neural network end to end, not in pieces." That conversation changed everything. Then came 2012. Every year, researchers competed in the ImageNet Challenge, a global computer vision competition where algorithms tried to correctly classify millions of photographs. Hinton's team submitted their entry. They called it AlexNet. It was built by Hinton, Ilya, and a graduate student named Alex Krzyzewski. The result? 84% accuracy, nearly 10 points ahead of every other team in the world. And what powered it stunned everyone. Google had famously used 16,000 CPU cores to teach a network to recognize cats. AlexNet used 2 consumer gaming graphics cards. This was the moment the world discovered that GPUs, not CPUs, were the key to training AI. After ImageNet, the phone calls started. Hinton, Ilya, and Alex formed a tiny company called DNN Research. No product, no roadmap, no business plan. Then they ran an auction. Google, Microsoft, Baidu, and DeepMind all wanted them. Google won, paying $44 million for a company with 3 employees. At Google, Ilya contributed to some of the most important AI research of the decade. In 2017, a team at Google published "Attention is All You Need," the paper that introduced the transformer. It became the foundation of modern language models. It is, quite literally, the T in GPT. But Ilya had bigger ambitions. In 2015, he left Google to join Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and Greg Brockman in founding OpenAI, a research lab with a single mission: ensure that artificial general intelligence benefits all of humanity. Ilya became its chief scientist. Under his scientific leadership, the team built the GPT series and trained the models that would power ChatGPT. When it launched in December 2022, the world changed overnight. But behind the scenes, tensions were building. Ilya worried that as AI grew more powerful, moving too fast without safeguards could be catastrophic. In November 2023, those concerns came to a head. The OpenAI board voted to fire CEO Sam Altman. Ilya was on that board. What followed was chaos. Employees threatened to quit en masse. Microsoft pushed hard to bring Altman back. Within days, Sam was reinstated as CEO. Ilya publicly said he regretted his role in the events, and in May 2024, he quietly left the company he had co-founded. 1 month later, Ilya announced his next move: a new company with a radical mission, and the goal written directly into its name: Safe Superintelligence. No products, no revenue. One stated goal: build safe, superintelligent AI, no matter how long it takes. Within months, it had raised over $1 billion. Think about that Arc, a child born in the Soviet Union, A student who walked into Geoffrey Hinton's office with a borrowed book. The man who helped build GPT, who voted to fire the most powerful person in AI, and then walked away. Whether he succeeds or fails, Ilya Sutskever has already shaped the technology that will define this century, and he's not done yet. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more deep dives into the people shaping artificial intelligence. See you in the next one.